Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brian Kingsbury. When we do these videos, we're looking for stuff that I think you guys might want to know, things you might want to click on and find out. And this next article is definitely one of those. It's titled 24 Things Your Garbage Collector Wants You to Know. First on the list, we make a good living. We make a better living than you might think, especially for a job that doesn't usually require a high school diploma. The average annual salary for a garbage collector is almost $38,000, according to the U.S. Department of Labor. But we can make significantly more. In Chicago and other nearby cities, a garbage collector can pull in an average of $51,500 a year. Plus, we have great job security. This is one role that can't be outsourced overseas. You shouldn't be throwing these food parts in the garbage. The next thing they want you to know, the work's not easy. Those assigned to a traditional rear-loading truck lift an average of 13,000 pounds per day. The Bureau of Labor Statistics rates garbage collecting as the 5th most dangerous job in America, behind roofers, airplane pilots, fishermen, and loggers. Up next, they want you to know about their biggest danger. Biggest danger is getting hit by passenger cars when we're stopped. At least 9 states have laws requiring drivers to go slower than the posted speed limit when driving by a stopped garbage truck. Up next, they want you to know that you can help keep us safe. You can also make the life of a garbage collector safer by wrapping your broken glass in newspaper first to spare us bloody hands, and think twice before throwing out any chemicals. We've witnessed entire trucks go up in flames after chance chemical reactions in the back, often thanks to a farmer who dumped toxic pesticides. Up next, they want you to know, yes, there are garbage women. They make up only a tiny percentage of our ranks. We think that's probably because there just aren't many women excited about the smell, the maggots, and the other not so pleasant aspects of being a garbage collector. Up next, they want you to know your trash can be our treasure. If someone is moving out of a nice neighborhood, we watch carefully as we dump. We'll even grab a bag and rip it open to peek at what's inside. You never know when you're going to find a Gucci purse, an old-fashioned watch, or a fur coat. Up next, they want you to know we get unexpected bonuses. Some of us have even found cash in the trash. Earlier this year, a garbage collector in Augusta, Georgia, pulled $8,500 out of a can. He returned it to the can's owner. Up next, they want you to know, yes, we do judge you by your can. Clean trash can, you're probably a neat and clean person. We look at restaurants the same way. If their garbage is a disgusting mess, what do you think their kitchen looks like? Up next, they want you to know that squirrels are the worst. We've clashed with rats, raccoons, and other critters, but squirrels have become the real monsters of the garbage. A squirrel can bite right through the plastic of your bin. Then, when we lift the lid, it flies out of there like a bat out of Hades. Up next, they want you to think about where you park on pickup day. Our biggest pet peeve, people who park in front of their containers. If we're driving a one-person truck with an automated arm, we have to get out and move your bin so your pickup takes twice as long. Up next, they want you to know we're being timed. Every route is budgeted a certain number of hours for completion. If we come in over that, our bosses question us to make sure we're not just angling for overtime. There are also cameras and GPS in some of the trucks, so garbage collectors can be monitored at all times. Up next, they want you to know we can help if you forget to put the trash out. We know sometimes it can be tough to get your cans out early. If you miss the pickup, give us a call and we may be able to swing back and get it. Some towns have a complaint truck that does a late run to grab anything that's left. Up next, they want you to know we always appreciate a nice drink. Please, we would love a drink of water on a 100-degree day. If it's freezing outside, offer the garbage collector some coffee. It's a simple gesture, but it'll rocket you into our list of favorite customers. Up next, they want you to know we are always watching for homeless people. Sometimes when my truck lifts up a dumpster, I'll hear yelling and banging and a homeless person will pop out of there. When it's cold or wet outside, we see the bins as a nice warm place to get out of the rain. Up next, they want you to know, don't blame us if you find trash splayed across your lawn. That usually means that your roll cart was facing the wrong way. Our automated arm can still pick it up, but when we dump your garbage onto the truck, some of it stacks on the underside of the open lid. When we put the can back down, the lid is like a catapult and it shoots trash everywhere. Up next, they want you to know that most of the time, if you've thrown something away, it's gone. But one time, we had a woman who called us freaking out because her child with special needs had thrown out a grocery bag that had his medication, her checkbook, and some money. She wanted to know if there was any way to retrieve the bag. Well, the truck had already picked up the trash from about 1,000 homes on that route. How were we going to find the one bag? But we decided to try. We had the truck dump in a special area, recruited some other garbage collectors, spread everything out, and started searching. It took an hour and a half, but we actually found it. Up next, they want you to know, bag it. I repeat, bag it. Your bin will last longer and smell better, and you'll make your garbage collector a happy man. And speaking of bags, we always know when you buy the cheap ones. They bust apart as soon as we lift them. Up next, they want you to know what's not allowed. Remember, in most towns, these things are not allowed in the trash. Gallons of paint, fluorescent light bulbs, motor oil, and cast-off electronics, televisions, computers. Unfortunately, it's tough for us to catch if you bag them up, so we appeal to your conscience by reminding you that those items contain toxic substances that contaminate groundwater. Instead, take them to a hazardous materials facility that will dispose of them safely. Up next, they want you to know that most of us genuinely love what we do. We like being out and about and physically active instead of stuck in an office. We like taking care of people and serving the public. And hey, we have a great job security. This is one job that can't be outsourced overseas. Up next, they want you to know that we accept tips. You give a tip to your mailman and newspaper carrier, why not the trash collector? Official policies on tips vary, but most of garbage collectors will accept them. Some folks tape an envelope to their bins, or you can leave a note that says, "Ring the bell, we have a tip for you." Up next, they want you to know that sometimes things do mix in the truck and we see bubbling or steam from a chemical reaction. On occasion, our trucks actually catch on fire. It's typically because a farmer dumped in some kind of highly toxic pesticide. When a fire starts, we have to drive around trying to find a safe spot to dump. You don't want to be the one who loses a $250,000 garbage truck. Up next, they want you to know that we're not all streamlined. Many of today's garbage collecting machines are efficient, high-tech affairs with GPS, air conditioning, and a mechanical arm to pick up your wheeled cart. But you will still find traditional rear-loader trucks with men hanging off the back in most big cities because we haven't figured out how to streamline service in those areas. Up next, they ask the question, does it smell bad? You better believe it, especially on a hot day when the trash is filled with maggots and rodents. You wear gloves, try not to breathe too deep, and get it done as fast as you can. And finally, the last thing they want you to know is that in some states, we're not allowed to pick up your old mattress. Why? Because they're bulky and hard to crush. They fill up landfills quick, so find a mattress recycler. All right, there you have it. 24 things your garbage collector wants you to know. You can give a garbage collector a tip. I didn't know that. Do you guys tip your garbage collector? Put in the comments section, how do you deal with your garbage collector? Have you ever had any strange encounters? Did you know there's a truck that swings around to collect the stuff that was missed? That's pretty interesting to find out. Let me know in the comments section what you think about this article. And if you really enjoyed today's video, please take a second to hit that thumbs up like button. That helps get in front of a few more eyes. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to grow this channel. And if you really enjoy this sort of content, consider subscribing to the channel. We try to put out 2 to 3 videos a day, so there's always something fun and fresh for you to watch. I thank you for watching this one to the very end. I'm Brian Kingsbury. We'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.